Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lisa Bonet, and you're locked in with Bonet Media, where we break down what the internet is talking about right now. If it is trending, if it's viral, if it's messy, we're covering it live. Let's go ahead and get into this timeline. I know this is late night hype, y'all. This is after hours, but I wanted to bring you this information because it needs to be shared. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. Now, I had planned on coming out with something else a little bit earlier, but I was sent this video, and I think it's important that we get this out because I want to give you guys updates and not leave everybody hanging. Like, I've been all over these internet streets and I've seen different posts of the former church member speaking out who went live on my platform, and there's people, it's different points of views, right? Some people believe her, some people don't, but when it comes down to it, what is owed to you guys and to me is to find out, well, did she drop receipts? What's going on? People are like, well, it's been long, we don't have any receipts. Some people are more doubtful, some people are skeptical. I'm not here to grant any wishes, but I am here to give you guys an update because as soon as I found out, I'm here to let you guys know. Okay. And I know it's late, but hey, better late than never, right? So let's go ahead and get into this. Thank you guys so much for tapping into Blown Name Media. I know it may not be a lot of people on here. It doesn't matter. Okay. Be part of the replay gang. I'm going live in the morning, so we got this. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool. So let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. And what I want to tell you guys before we even get into the video is the story isn't over. Okay. More receipts are coming soon. All right. Sometimes the truth comes slowly, but in my eyes, this just got risky. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this. All right. I know people are asking, like, why is she hesitating? Why is Blonay not come out with anything? Look, I gotta roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in control of anything here, and either are you. All right. So we're kind of in the same boat. But you guys remember, wait, first of all, let me make sure you guys can hear me, because sometimes I just be yapping my jaws and y'all can't even hear a sister. All right. So remember the former church member who came onto my platform and told her story? Yeah. Well, she has a lot more to say. And what started as a conversation has now turned into something a lot more serious, you guys. And honestly, a lot more risky. Okay. Now, let me say this clearly from the beginning. I absolutely believe her story based on what was shared with me, okay, both on and off my live. But belief and proof are two different things, especially in these social media streets, because, like, online, feelings don't certify truth. You know what I mean? Receipts do. And, that's just the reality of the internet. When you think about it, it's pretty simple, right? But since that live was impromptu, none of this was planned. I want to let you guys know none of this was planned. All right. Nobody sat down and said, okay, this is how the story will unfold. This is what you're going to do. No, 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 no. And I have witnesses. Everybody was in my chat. Okay. We literally took the ball and ran with it. That's just the way the cookie crumbled. But now the situation feels heavier. You know, there's hesitation, there's fear. And honestly, I understand why she may not want to release certain receipts right now. I mean, I totally get it because once the information hits the internet, kind of like this interview, you cannot take it back and it's going to be everywhere. Okay. And sometimes, like, telling the truth, it comes with consequences, you know? Um, and I don't know. It comes with consequences that people aren't ready for. So I don't know how else to put it, but I mean, I think that's pretty much. I think you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, right? See, we live in like a microwave society. People want everything instantly. You know what I'm saying? Instant tea, instant proof, instant conclusions. But the real stories, they don't flood all at once. You know what I'm saying? They don't always come and work out the way that you want it to. All right. Let me go ahead. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this down. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's watching. But I don't know, you guys. It's like sometimes the truth doesn't pour, it leaks slowly. A drip, a drop, a trickle, piece by piece. And we're used to putting the pieces of the puzzle together over here. We're used to that. And whether we like it or not, that may be how this unfolds. Okay. I mean, it's the hard truth. All right. And at the end of the day, this isn't really about clout. This isn't about drama. This is the goal here is truth. It's plain and simple. And more importantly, making sure Junior gets the help and intervention that he needs ASAP without the Rocky. I love saying that, but ASAP, okay? That's bigger than views. That's bigger than the viral moments. And I want to be clear, okay? Let's be clear. I'm not in control of how fast this comes out, all right? She's not being forced. I'm not forcing anything, okay? We move how the truth allows us to move, okay? So for those who feel impatient, I get it. I get it. If you guys want to jump off this ride right now, no hard feelings. But for the ones who understand that real investigations take time, for the ones here for truth, not just entertainment, buckle up, okay? Because it's going to be a bumpy ride. And I'm committed to bringing you the tea exactly how it comes, not rushed, not fabricated, and not manipulated. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay. I was sent this video and I want to go ahead and share it with you because it's going to explain a lot. Okay. And this is basically the update. This is basically going to be the update. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this. And I will be in the chat, guys. All right. Hold on. Now this information is, I don't know, maybe a couple hours old, 3 hours. This is most recent. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.
And I spoke out about the Krishan Rock situation. I have been, so I get treatments and everything. I've been in and out the hospital since then. I have been threatened. I have been attacked. I have been demonized. I have been just, it has been very, very hard for me to deal with all of this stuff. I have been told that I would have charges pressed against me for sharing any further of the documentation and images and stuff, things that I have, because they said that that was relative to child porn. I have had officers reach out to me and everything else, and it's not in reference to Save Junior. I've had my documentation proven, my story corroborated, and everything else. And I'm still being attacked, being scrutinized. It's people close to me that I haven't even, shared a lot of things with. They knew, if they knew, and they was very, very close, and they knew directly. Other than that, we didn't talk. I didn't go around just telling people and everything, because again, I did not want this to be something to gain clout from. Um, I wanted to use a platform to be a voice for a nonverbal, special needs, beautiful child. And I've been attacked and demonized for something that I keep on looking to the side because I'm waiting on my nurse to come in from my home. It doesn't matter. I'm dealing with some things, and I just keep looking because I'm waiting to see when she's gonna come in. I have been ridiculed. I've had rock tarts sit up and I mean just all kind of things. Why would y'all want to sit up and call the police on me and say that I'm releasing footage that violates the consent of a child and all of this stuff? I would never want to do that. Doing saying something because I wanted to be a voice because nothing else was being done. I use my platform to tell my testimony. I do commentary. I could have been gained clout if that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get clout for the right reasons. I wanted to get clout from my own discretion and for my own testimony. I wanted to be uplifted for my own things. I have something to say. I have a purpose for being here. I can help my voice can help a lot of children. Advocate for a lot of troubled teens, battered women, and children who are being abused. It is not my interest to gain clout from the demise of a child being attacked inside of his mother's womb. I do not want to get clout from a child being stuck and trapped inside himself, and we are his only voice. Who wants to gain traction and clout from a child who has been abused? What sick people? And the reason why y'all sit up there and do that is because that's something that y'all would do. You accuse people of what you would do if you were in that situation.
Okay, so before I continue, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. And Miss V says she volunteered to give photos and videos. She did. Okay, she did volunteer. But what we have to understand is, remember when she said that she reported it, right? And she contacted people like, why she didn't call the police? She did. You guys don't remember her saying that she was escorted by the popos to the airport? Okay, the ABC boys were together, right? So the SIA, the PIA, and the ESSA, and the local police department, when they arrived at the church, remember, they wanted proof. If you're saying that something is going on, the first thing they're gonna ask you, do you have proof? Right? So the things that she was willing to share with us, she has already shown the authorities. So I'm just trying to bring some clarity to the situation, because if you listen to her talk, she's saying that, they're saying that if I do this, it's going to be this, it's going to be, a violation of this law and this law, child, what, because they've already seen the evidence that she has, because she had to show it to them initially when she called to prove what she was saying was true. And in this case, it seems like they flipped the script on her. This is, I wouldn't even say this is not rocket scientist, but this is not hard to believe. You understand what I'm saying? For churches and entities and things of that nature to try to sweep things up under the rug. And I mean, it's classic history, you guys. Now, I'm not saying this church did it or not, because I don't want to call anybody out until I have a tangible receipt, like I tell you guys, right? But I just wanted to explain that. Let's go.
Why does everybody think that they want to gain clout off of this girl? And this girl has been gaining clout off of being detrimental, off of being demonic, off of being violent, off of being chaotic, off of attacking her child inside of her womb. This girl has gained clout from bullying other people that worship God. When she humiliated Woe Vicky, excuse me, when she humiliated Whoa Vicky, my blood pressure has been 220 over 115. Y'all keep on saying, why am I telling the internet? Why I didn't do this? I did do something. I have called CPS. The police was contacted. Did y'all watch it or y'all just watch the clip? I barely got a voice. I've been traumatized. I've been crying. I've been defending myself all over social media as to why I've ever said anything. And I never ever exposed anything that I have. I never, when I was sitting up there doing commentary on the things that I was saying, I never exposed why I was so passionate about it. Other than people knew that I went to the same church. I visited the same church. Other than that, I never, ever, ever sit up there and disclose anything else. For y'all to sit up there and accuse people that have the best interest of this little boy at heart, you wrong. I speak about the plight of Black women to encourage, because in our community, we have the worst unaliving, the worst femicide, the worst sexual abuse rates. We have the worst DV rates. More than the worst HIV infection cases. Even inside marriages and relationships, those numbers quadruple. I'm not a victim. I didn't give my testimony because I want sympathy. I'm a survivor. And there's plenty of people that couldn't even go through half of what I went through and survive with their whole mind, body, and soul still intact. I'm going through this being a voice and advocating, even with being confined to a couch, hospital beds, medical beds, treatments, being a full-time mother, a single mother. My kids' stepdad, my son's biological father, was unalived within a week of each other. A few years, 2 years ago. They still going through a lot. I don't want my kids to be exposed to this. I don't want to bring another drama, another demonic forces and energy and negativity into my life, into my doorstep. My kids are healed and healing still. We have a whole lot to heal from. I have a whole lot I can gain clout from. Even with my illness, I still got the shape that I can do what everybody, I could get like Krishan and shake my behind, release inappropriate videos, exploit myself fighting. Who wants to do that? I don't want recognition for the wrong thing. I don't want to be a representation, an example, or an influence of the wrong thing. No, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We're not required to be perfect by God. We are required to seek perfection. The translation is spiritual maturity and awareness, spiritual enlightenment.
Okay, so Tanya Gutierrez says, but how do they know what info video pics she has though? They can't make legit threats involving authorities if they don't know what she's collected. Okay, I think maybe you just popped right in. Thank you so much for tapping in. But the reason why they know is because when she called, say for example, if you call the authorities, right? And you're at a public place, right? You're at a church or you're at the grocery store or you're at even a home. I don't know if it's different between a home and a public dwelling. And we don't even need to get into the technicalities of, I don't want to get into the technicalities of that, but when you call, right, and you report something, the first thing the authorities are going to ask you, well, you're saying that, there's signs of child abuse. Do you have proof? Like, how do you know? What did you see? When they ask her that, the receipts that she was trying to share with us, she already shared with the ABC boys because she had to in order to prove the reason why she called them in the first place. So basically, that's like if I hand over and I'm like, okay, here, officer, this, and you hand over your phone, you're like, look, and they flipping through the pictures and they flipping through the videos. You feel me? First thing they may say, second thing they may say is, can you email that to us? Because I watch it all the time in interrogations. I watch it all the time. And they do. They'd be like, well, is there any way you can send that to us and somebody will be like, oh, sure, I can send that to you. They go to an altercation, Kiki beating up Nene, and they'll be like, oh, and they'll come like, what happened? And then she'll be, look, this the boyfriend right here, officer. This the girlfriend. You see how she started it? You see how she came up there on the night? He'll be like, well, can you email that to me? You know what I'm saying? You go to a hotel and they check, can we check the Walmart cameras, please? Or can we check? No, they may be like, well, can we check the cameras? And then the Target or the Walmart may be like, oh, yeah, let's check the cameras. And then they go through it. Second thing, the police officer goes, can you email that to me, please? Oh, sure, officer. You know what I'm saying? So they already have this. Now, I don't know if they have it in their possession. I'm just thinking that in my mind, but it happens. And regardless of that, they have to make a report of everything that happened and what they saw. And if they're looking like, okay, look, if and when they contacted her, they're going to be like, oh, well, you better not share photo A. You better not share video C because that violates blah, 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 blah. Okay. So that's why. That's to my understanding. Okay. They already know because she had to show them in order to validate them showing up in the first place. So that's just my perspective on it. Okay. All right.
I like
Oh, sorry.
life into my doorstep. My kids are healed and healing still. We have a whole lot to heal from. I have a whole lot I can gain clout from. Even with my illness, I still got the shape that I can do what everybody, I could get like Krishan and shake my behind, release inappropriate videos, exploit myself fighting. Who wants to do that? I don't want recognition for the wrong thing. I don't want to be a representation, an example, or an influence of the wrong thing. No, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We're not required to be perfect by God. We are required to seek perfection.
Okay, so Emerald CC, you say, please know that no laws were broken in documenting this AB as an attorney. I am infuriated by these bogus legal threats. Okay, let me go ahead and explain this. It's not the fact that no laws were broken because she said that. When she showed it to the proper authorities, what is going to break the law is if she chooses to send that to me and Kiki and Coco and Peaches and them. Right? Now, you got to be with me on this if you're an attorney. That falls into crimes against children. Okay? Just as easily as Blueface could have gotten in trouble for sharing that photo, all up and over and through and up and through Twitter. Remember, CPS got involved when Blueface released that picture on Twitter. Now, I don't know how they got out of it, but CPS got involved with that. And you can find a few videos of Krishan saying that, or at least threatening Blueface. Yeah. So it's not, the law's not broken when she shares it with the proper authorities, but she can't share them same pictures. Remember what she said that she saw on Krishan Jr.? Some of what she saw on Krishan Jr. was inside of his diaper. Remember? She can't share that with me and Peaches and Kiki and them and all that. You know what that means? When that goes electronically from here to here and here to here and here to here. You don't know what that is? I don't even want to say the word. Yeah. You can't do that. What's your email, girl? Okay, hold on. And you about to send me a picture of a child? How are we gonna see what she saw when she was changing his diaper and bathing him if if the pictures don't depict that, right? And I'm gonna need for you guys to get your read between the lines skills together. And this is not no attack on you, Emerald. I was just going off of your question because I get it. I get it. We all got questions, and I welcome your POV, but you gotta think about it. That goes with anybody. I told her, don't you send that to me. It ain't that serious. No, 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 no. Not out here in Cali, baby. No, 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 no. Don't you do it. When once that goes electronically, it's over. We no, 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 no. Y'all gotta think about it. Now we have good intentions. We're just trying to save Junior. Good intentions pave the way to hell. Forget heaven. They paved the way to jail. Okay? We not riding on no good intentions. We gotta be smart. We gotta think about it, right? Okay? All right, so let's keep listening, you guys.
I've had officers reach out to me and everything else, and it's not in reference to Save Junior. I've had my documentation proven, my story corroborated, and everything else, and I'm still being attacked, being scrutinized. It's people close to me that I haven't even, shared a lot of things with. They knew, if they knew, and they was very, very close, and they knew directly. Other than that, we didn't talk. I didn't go around just telling people and everything because, again, I did not want this to be something to gain clout from. I wanted to use a platform to be a voice for a nonverbal, special needs, beautiful child. And I've been attacked and demonized for something that I keep on looking to the side because I'm waiting on my nurse to come in from my home. It doesn't matter. I'm dealing with some things and I just keep looking because I'm waiting to see when she's going to come in. I have been ridiculed. I've had rock tarts sit up and I mean just all kind of things. Why would y'all want to sit up and call the police on me and say that I'm releasing footage that violates the consent of a child and all of this stuff? I would never want to do that. I was only saying something because I wanted to be a voice because nothing else was being done. I use my platform to tell my testimony. I do commentary. I could have been gained clout if that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get clout for the right reasons. I wanted to get clout from my own discretion and for my own testimony. I want it to be uplifted for my own things. I have something to say. I have a purpose for being here. I can help, my voice can help a lot of children, advocate for a lot of troubled teens, battered women, and children who are being abused. It is not my interest to gain clout from the demise of a child being attacked inside of his mother's womb. I do not want to get clout from a child being stuck and trapped inside himself, and we are his only voice. Who wants to gain traction and clout from a child who has been abused? What sick people? And the reason why y'all sit up there and do that is because that's something that y'all would do. You accuse people of what you would do if you were in that situation. Why does everybody think that they want to gain clout off of this girl? And this girl has been gaining clout off of being detrimental, off of being demonic, off of being violent, off of being chaotic, off of attacking her child inside of her womb. This girl has gained clout from bullying other people that worship God. When she humiliated Vicky, excuse me, when she humiliated Vicky, my blood pressure has been 220 over 115. Y'all keep on saying, why am I telling the internet? Why I didn't do this? I did do something. I have called CPS. The police was contacted. Did y'all watch it or y'all just watch the clip? I barely got a voice. I've been traumatized. I've been crying. I've been defending myself all over social media as to why I've ever said anything. And I never, ever exposed anything that I have. When I was sitting up there doing commentary on the things that I was saying, I never exposed why I was so passionate about it.
Okay, so somebody said, wouldn't she be considered a mandated reporter, though, as a member of the church at the time when she documented the signs of abuse? So how can the real police authorities can ignore? That's the question, y'all. That's the question no one can answer. This is what leads people to believe. Some people believe her and some people don't. And I get it. I get it. Like I said, my personal opinion, my point of view, in my opinion, I believe her. And I keep saying, believing somebody and feeling is not enough. We need tangible receipts that are vetted in order to make this official. I keep saying it. We're not handing out any angel wings over here, guys. But you're absolutely right, Tanya. She was a mandated reporter, though, as a member of the church. Also, remember, not only a member, she was working in the youth, whether it's working or volunteering. You know how when you work at a church, sometimes you're volunteering. Okay, I used to work at the Sunday school for the children. I didn't get paid, but I was there like I was. You feel me? I used to work one of the book booths. And when everybody came out of church, I would work that booth. I didn't get paid. She worked in the youth ministry. That's how she was able to witness and look and see all of these allegedly. Everything I say is allegedly. Okay? This is how she was able to see that. You think she was just sitting in the pew and she was just like, hey, I'll take him to the bathroom. I'll change him. No. She was working at the church. If you want to say work, volunteer, whatever. She was part of the congregation. So Yes, she was a mandated reporter when you report to the proper authorities. The mandated reporter can't just turn around and be like, Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? What's your email? She cannot just send the same thing that she showed the police and just spread it all over all over the internet. She's no longer a mandated reporter. I don't think any mandated reporter can do that. You think I can just walk up to a mandated reporter? Oh, you just said that child was abused. Oh, what do you got? Show me what's in your phone. Well, who are you? Nobody. I live right around the corner. My name's Lisa. What say you? You want my number? Like, come on now, y'all. Come on. Come on. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's how she was able to share it with the proper authorities and not get in trouble. But she can't turn around and say and ask Stan what his phone number is and airdrop it to him. Not of a child. Even as an adult, that would be adult porn, right? Now that may not be breaking a law, but when you go under 18, you're breaking the law. I'm just saying, in my state, you send anything of a child under the age of 18, your rabbit ass gonna get in trouble. That you may be trying to save the world. You may be able to trying to save half of the foster care system, but you're gonna be trying to save it. It ain't gonna be from the comfort of your living room. As soon as you push send, you gonna get sent. Now, am I saying that this is totally the case, or am I totally validating her or anything like that? I'm no judge, no jury. I don't hold any status. I don't hold no PhD. I ain't went to the church. I'm not no clergyman. None of that. I'm a law-abiding citizen that has a YouTube platform. That's it. And I feel that I need to bring you updates on this whole situation, but that's all I can do. Right? So you guys are right. She's a mandated reporter. When she reports to the proper authorities, she can't turn around and ask Kiki what her email is and send them same things that she showed the authorities and send that electronically to nobody. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Now I'm not saying she still don't have receipts that would not break or violate that specific law, but I can only go by what she's telling me, and I'm bringing it to y'all. Okay. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Yes, I'm just coming to live. Yeah. And thank you, Tanya. You guys don't take me, my passion or anything like that. Cause a lot of times in my real life, people be like, well, why are you mad? Or why are you upset? I'm not. That's just, when I speak, sometimes I speak with passion. I'm not trying to patronize you. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. We're all in this together. Okay. So please don't get offended. All right. What's up, Letitia? Right, Tanya. Let's see. I hope she's not doing something this to go viral and I drip some tears. That's gonna PMO. Oh, piss me off. Okay. I was just about to say they literally will just ask you to email evidence. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to waste y'all time, but you guys, when you guys get a chance, pull up like I don't know, like people stealing from jobs. Like homegirl stole something, they found the manager stole $5,000 from Walmart. Just watch a few of those random videos, and you're gonna hear the police be like, when they show them, they're gonna be like, "Can you email that to me?" They're gonna be like, "Sure." They do it all the time. Deontay beating up Moesha, and they want to see who It's a domestic violence. So whoever is the perpetrator is the one that got to go away in handcuffs. But a lot of times they'll be like, she started it. See, I got it all on film. I got it. Look, Ossifer, look, you see? And they'll be like, can you send that to me? Can you? They won't be like, can you text to? They always say, can you email that to me? And they'll be like, yep, I sure can. Yeah. You know? Now, I don't know if that happened in this instance, but, sometimes it's in the protocol. I'm not no expert now, y'all. Okay. He said, because if you're scared, you're scared. If you don't want your kids in harm's way, why are you still talking? That I can't explain. I can't answer that, I can't answer that. But the thing about it is she's been talking. She's been trying to get this out. It just so happened that she came on my platform. I wasn't the beginning of this, and I'm sure not the end. She was on this path way before I even showed my black ass up. So that's something we may have to ask her, but I understand her plight. And if she's already said this before and she's already reported it, and it's the cat is already out the bag, but that's something I can't answer, I just can't. He said, can she send the pictures of a bruise? No. Face, just the bruise? She probably can. You're gonna have to read between the lines. And that's about all I can say for right now. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. But yeah, most definitely, Trini. Most definitely. I think you got it right. I think you got it right. Mhm. I think you got it right. Just understand that there are things going on in the background, behind the scenes. But this is all I got right now. Okay, this is all that I have right now. But shout out to Trini because you're using your read between the line skills. Thank you, girl, or whoever you are. You might be a guy. Thank you. Shout out to Trini. Aries one. Hey, blow name mods in chat. Hey, let me see. Show. Oh. Don't show that. Oh. I gotta take your. You guys gotta misspell those words. Come on now. Come on. I don't even know what you said, but I got to take that way down. Y'all, okay? Use corn, CORN. You guys got to kind of be YouTube friendly, you guys, okay? Because that triggers AI. Let me go ahead and put this up for you guys. Please, guys, please. We don't want to do that. Let's keep it YouTube friendly. Please keep the chat YouTube friendly. No bad words. Stay on topic. No content creators in the chat. No pow pow emojis. No links. No soliciting. No promo. No blatant racism. And thanks for watching. Also, misspell inappropriate words. Okay, please. Thank you. I know we all do it, but just letting you guys know. Okay. And shout out to whoever that was. Don't take it personal, but yeah, I could not show that at all. All right. Let me see. Exactly. Okay. But we get it though. But yeah. Close up of the bruise, a bruise, no face. Yes. I don't feel like explicit proof needs to be plastered all over the internet either, do I? And if you guys are looking for it from me, you ain't gonna get it because I told her don't send that it to me. All right. I don't know what state y'all live in. I live in Cali. Cali as in California. Okay. On Crenshaw and Slauson. And they don't play that out here. It's not worth it. I feel like I have enough skills and reach and the glory of God that I can find another way in order to help Junior without taking it there. Okay. Right, Letitia. Nor would I want to see that. I mean, I could just imagine, nor I would not want to see. I didn't want to see what was on Twitter. And you know how long that picture was out? And I just saw it when I shared it with you guys, shared the information with you guys a little while ago. It hasn't even been 3 months. And I just so happened upon the picture. But you know, Twitter, they don't got no chill over there. You can watch adult corn over there. All you gotta do is keep on scrolling. Yeah, Twitter don't play over there. They don't they got no chill over there. So you know, each platform is different. How is she showing a bruise or a wound illegal? It's not necessarily that. You said, but Krishan is literally making a crime against her own child, though. That's crazy. Right. Let me see. Krishan Rock is dangerous. Maybe the lady should have hit her face online. Krishan is evil. Her minions and fans and demons at the church are enablers, plus helping her more than Junior. Shame on that pastor, too. Yeah. I mean, if you guys can just look at what 2026 has revealed and brought us, and I'm just going to say the e-files, if that has not shocked the dog shit out of you and made you question your own reality with over 1 million documents, videos, and have you, did you, has anybody seen anything from them files? You think that shit is a joke? Do you think that shit is a joke? Are y'all cool? I've seen 4 videos from the e-files, and I don't want to see no more. I don't want to see not another picture, not another video, not another freeze frame, not another screenshot. Take y'all rabbit asses over there. You know you can look it up, right? You know that you can look up the e-files, right? I need for you guys to bring up, get your read between the line skills up and running right now. Okay. I need y'all to take a little street smart and a little book smart and mix it all together. Throw in a little read between the line skills, and you're gonna be right where I'm at. I'm gonna fist bump you. Bam. Remember, do your own research. The e-files will blow this shit out the water. You take your rabbit ass on over there and get a gander at what them motherfuckers was doing. This won't even phase you. You'll look at this like this is motherfucking ABC 1, 2, 3. You'll look at this like a nursery rhyme. I'm just saying. I wouldn't record anything. I wouldn't take any pictures or anything like that. I mean, if you want to save the post or whatever, because it's all, I mean, it's on the internet. If you don't want to look up the files yourself and just just thumb through them, it's millions of them. Feel free. Some of the stuff is redacted, some of it isn't. But those videos are disturbing. I won't tell you what was on the bed, but I can tell you them bloody handprints, them handprints, them bloody handprints that was on that wall. And that broken leg. And what I saw them eating. And what I saw that man do was absolutely diabolical. This is nothing compared to what I saw with my own eyes. And that shit ain't no AI. Okay? Let's see what else you guys got to say. Krishan and her crew are high-fiving now, but karma don't miss. It may be slow, though. Yeah, maybe slow, though. SMH, right? Can she show bruises on his back with no face? And meaning BS in regarding authorities. Excuse me. Okay. Could NAACP help? I believe I believe a lot of people could help, but it's like the man against the machine. You know what I'm saying? People get away with things that they're not supposed to do every day. And if we are to believe what they say about the characters in this story, it kind of makes sense, right? We can't walk around here and be like, you know why she be getting out of jail? Oh, she's a CI. And remember what Ronnie told us? Oh, you remember that video? Yep. And she was only in jail for 3 months. Oh, and her baby and her father, her real father. Oh, yeah, he's a politician, a powerful politician. Oh, and did you know her stepmother has a whole law firm? Yeah, they're connected. They're connected. You can't go through all that and say all that and believe all that, and then when it comes and everybody puts it in your lap, you be like, If you believe all that, if we can bring that to the table, if that can come into question, hello. What good is having all this pull and push and power if you ain't gonna use it for your damn self? Now, can I bet this woman 100% would I lay my life out on the line and she's telling the truth? Fuck no. I don't know this lady from a hole in the motherfucking wall. Okay? Not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. What I do. But I've told you guys how I feel about the situation. And on top of that, whether it was coming for her or not, I can easily believe that an organization such as a church would cover up something like that. Absolutely. And me covering all of these trials, some I go to in person, I keep having to sound like a broken record. Did you guys, you guys can look up the Diddy trial, right? You know that, right? You know that happened. It's reality. It was a whole damn trial. It wasn't just on the internet. It wasn't fodder. It wasn't social media tea. That shit was in the court system. There was a whole damn 6-week trial, damn near, with real lawyers and real victims and real crimes and real people that covered that shit up. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come back on here and bring y'all about 5 stories. About 5 incidents, because they're not stories. Some of y'all already thinking in fable and once upon a time. This ain't no once upon a time. This is victim 1 said this, and victim 2 said this. This is real incidences that happen. I'm gonna bring about 3 of them. Okay? About that girl who ran from Diddy. Diddy took her to that house with the circle motherfucking parking circle driveway, and she escaped. She escaped after being raped and drugged. This was in a real court of law. Okay? This wasn't an episode of LA Law. This wasn't an episode of Power. Okay? And she ran next door. She wasn't in the hood. So it was a long run. And when she made it to them neighbors' house and she told them, save me, do you know what they did? They called the police. And you know that the police, Diddy had them police in his pocket. When you're dealing with powerful people who have money, anything is possible. You think they did anything to Diddy? Fuck no. You think they handed her back over to him? Hell yes. I'm gonna bring some of them stories over. I mean, not some of the stories, some of the incidences that happened in that trial to kind of bring a little bit back, so I can draw y'all in to what's really going on in this world. Okay, if you guys don't know, we are at WAR. Did you guys know that? We sitting up here talking about Junior, and we got a whole world WAR happening. Did you get all that? Okay. Right? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm trying to bring y'all to the other side. Go to the light, Carol Ann. To the light. Y'all got to wake up or be a victim of this white man's world. And that's no shade. It's not even racist. Okay? Who holds the most power? Where you live at. Who's calling all the shots? Where you live at. Who's making all the laws and breaking all the laws? Where you stay. That's what I thought. Never mind, I'm uncertain. Let me see. You said I looked it up. I looked it up for you of you post someone's child. Oh, if you post someone's child without the parent consent could be illegal. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Never mind. I'm uncertain. Send pictures and everything that CPS. I don't understand why these people, CPS or CRs people, don't want Junior rescued. Nobody should be concerned about a grown adult like Chris Rock instead of helping a nonverbal child being neglected and a bead. Yeah. And I say this all the time is that Krishan is not alone. She represents a sector of society that may be coming to a hood or suburbs or church near you. Yeah. Okay. You guys also have to understand that CPS track record is not clean. It's not without fault. There's a lot of children that have fell through the cracks. And that ain't no allegedly. And if you don't believe that, I'm gonna need for you to put the dope down. Put it down. Down. Yeah. There's a lot of wiggle room here. There's a lot of wiggle room here. It's highly possible, you know? Why is she concerned with clout? I'm side eyeing her now. I don't know. We appreciate her good and heartfelt intentions for trying to help save Junior. I believe her. Well, Sandy, I believe her too. Nothing is official until we get the receipts. Okay. And the receipts that she wanted to give us, she cannot. Okay. She cannot. Because if you look at it, you guys, that live was impromptu. Her coming up onto my platform was impromptu. And I never shared it. If you guys recognize, I never chopped up my live and shared it anywhere. I didn't share it on my TikTok. I didn't share it on my Instagram, and I didn't share it on YouTube Shorts. I never took any part of my live and shared it on any platform, yet it is everywhere because that's how the internet works. That's how it works. You take the tea and you serve it on your platform. Now, did I know it was going to get shared and the tea was going to get shared? Yes, duh. But I'm just making that point. Even if I would have took my live down, you have to understand when I went live and this happened, it was live for the world to see, for anybody to record it, screen record it. Even if I would have made it private, even if I would have deleted it, it would have been a day late and a dollar motherfucking short because this was a live stream, guys. But I never shared it on not one of my platforms. Not a one. Okay. But that's how it works. And like I said, I did reach out to a handful of creators because I'm hashtag Save Junior. Duh. I acted just like I act every day when I come on my live. I didn't act any different, nor will I. This is what I do every day. No different. I don't have to step out of my character. I don't got to lie to kick it. Business as usual for me. So, and I'm glad the word got out there. I'm glad. I'm glad awareness is spread. That's how you spread awareness, right? Please be careful, miss your BP that high stroke level. What does that mean? Oh, her? Yeah. Yeah, it is. She said it was what, 200? Yeah, definitely. People have been attacking her, saying she's lying, just chasing clout. That's why she brought it up. Yeah, and when you go viral for something like this, people reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? People reach out to you. I mean, to the source. I'm not the source. I was just a platform. I was just the vessel that she went through. I'm not the source. You feel me? People are going to reach out to you. People are going to offer you money. People are going to want to give you a bag. People are going to want to interview you. People are going to want to get those receipts by any means necessary. You have to understand, she's most likely being bombarded. You know, I don't know. I believed her at first, but now it's giving something different. That's what Lady Lowe says. She says she believed her at first, but now she's not so sure. But wait, Junior can't talk, walk, eat, stand, or swallow, but no one can use the proof of a bee. And I can answer that, Trini, because we were in this position anyway. Before we even knew this woman existed on this earth, weren't we already there? How long have we been saying hashtag Save Junior before this woman came on my live? Don't worry, I'll wait. How long have we been asking the same damn question? It's going on 3 years, right? Before we even knew this lady was breathing on God's green earth, we were asking that question, weren't we? I can answer that. My hand is raised. I know you guys can't see, but ma'am, I can answer it. Yes. Yes. We've been there. We've been saying that. How many videos? What did you say? How many videos have I done explaining this shit over and over and over and over again? You want to go check? Do you want to? You don't have to look at the videos. All you gotta do is look at the thumbnail and read the title. You can tell how long I've been doing this. We were already there, y'all. Before we even knew this woman existed, we were asking. But wait, Junior can't talk, can't walk. I said that last year, last month, last week. We were talking about it in December, the 2025, November, July, August, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. I've been talking about it for damn near 3 years. This woman just came on my platform 3 days ago. I've been talking about it for 3 years. Right? Right. But no one can use the proof of AB. Girl, we got a whole internet of proof. But you guys have to understand that CPS has visited and got involved with Junior before. It's not just like they just never have shown up and never did any investigation. Now, can I guarantee that? No. But I will try to look up that clip where Krishan said it herself. I don't know exactly where it is or exactly what she said. But she sure did threaten to turn Blueface in. And somebody somewhere said something about when Blueface posted that picture. I'm gonna stand on that. It's real foggy in my head, but I'm gonna find it. I'm going to find that clip. I'm gonna find it. And even though his intention was to get Junior help and to force Krishan to do something, he wasn't releasing it to be a weirdo. He was releasing it for another reason, but that don't matter. The act alone is against the law. To electronically send an image of a child is against the law. Okay? Hold on, y'all, because this played over again. I'm gonna play it again for you, but let me go ahead and look up. Let me see. Let's see. Who can a mandate? Report to. Let's find out. Let's see, you guys. Let me bring this up for you guys right quick. Okay. Let's see who does a mandated reporter report to. Who can they report to? Okay. Let me go ahead and bring this up so we can stop guessing. We'll just go to AI and see what they say. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Let's go ahead and pull this up. And let's find out. Okay. We may all be wrong. I pretty much trust Google. I don't know about you guys, but here we go. All right. Let's find out, guys. Now, let me go ahead and take this down. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's get into this. Mandated reporters must report known or suspected child abuse or neglect to the local law enforcement, police, sheriff, or county child welfare protective services, CPS. Reports regarding elder or dependent adult abuse are made to local adult protective enforcement. Reports must be made immediately by phone, followed by a written report. Key reporting agencies: Children Protective Services, law enforcement, probation department, adult protective services. Okay, you don't say Kiki in them. Reporting requirements: timing, immediately by phone with a written report, often on a specific form, usually required within 36 hours. Accountability: the report must be made to the designated agencies, not just to a supervisor or employer. So if they can't just report it to a supervisor or employer, you think they can report it to Peaches and them? You think they can report it to Justin Daniker? You think they can report it to Lisa? Oh, I don't know. Blonay? No delegation. Mandated reporters cannot delegate this responsibility to someone else. All right. No, the specific agency and timelines can vary slightly by state, but generally focus on CPS, APS, and law enforcement. Let me see. And I'm just giving you guys the gist of it. I don't want really, we don't need to look up Oklahoma law or, anything like that. I just really want to give you guys, it's basically, this is the basics, okay? Um, Important reporting protocols: immediate verbal report. Most law requires an immediate telephone report as soon as practically possible. Follow-up written report. A formal written report must typically follow within 36 hours for child AB or 2 working days for elder dependent adult AB. Independence from supervision. While some workplace policies suggest informing a supervisor, a mandated reporter's legal obligation is not satisfied by only telling a supervisor or administrator. You must personally ensure that that report reaches the appropriate external authority. You mean Peaches and them? Oh, no? Okay. Sorry. Just want to throw that in there. Life-threatening emergencies. If a victim is in immediate danger or a crime is in progress, you should always call 911 first. So they shouldn't airdrop it to me or my cousin or my grandmother. She said, my grandmother ain't gonna do nothing. Oh, they gotta call 911. Oh, okay. They can't airdrop it to my grandmother. My grandmother is girl. My grandmother is God's child. She wouldn't hurt a hair on a child. They can't airdrop it to none of. Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. Can the mandated reporter share information with a classmate or family member? Let's find out. They may be able to share it with Kiki and them. Let's find out. All right, so let's go ahead and see. All right, so can the mandated reporter share information Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Share the information, pictures, and videos with a classmate or family member. Can you share it with Kiki? No. Period. You see that? Let me blow it up for y'all. There you go. Fuck no. They should have put FUCK in front of that. No, they should have put hell. Hell no. A mandated reporter cannot share the information, pictures, or videos related to suspected abuse with classmates, family members, or anyone else not directly involved in the investigation. Mandated reporting laws and professional ethics standards strictly require that all reports and information they contain remain confidential. Did you get all that? I got shit to do. It ain't that serious. Okay? Why information cannot be shared? Let's see. Privacy rights. Victims of abuse have a legal right to privacy regarding their personal affairs. Legal protections. Sharing details with unapproved people can cause you to lose your legal immunity from civil or criminal lawsuits. I'm out. Mic drop. Please take my name off that list. No, 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 hold. Take my name. You got my name on that list? Bitch, scratch that bitch out. Right now. Okay? The book. Let's keep going. Safety. Disclosing information prematurely or to the wrong person could endanger the victim or interfere with an active investigation. Anybody else have any other questions? Anybody? I'm handing out gold stars. Come on, raise your hand. Say something. You can do it. Right? I mean, I don't think I need to read any further. You guys can look this up. It's AI. I mean, Google. I just did it right in front of you. Right? Information can only be shared with investigative agencies, local law enforcement, child protective service, or adult protective services, authorized workplace personnel, such as a direct supervisor or administrator, according to your organization specific policy, legal authorities, a district attorney, or specific court order. Any of y'all fall up under that category? Because I can have her send it to you. Anybody, raise your hand. And I'm being funny because it would have to be sent electronically, and that's a no-no. Okay. What? Oh, well, what's going to happen to me? Are you, what, you're just going to take my phone? Like, what could happen if, consequences of unauthorized sharing? Let's see. Legal penalties. Violating confidentiality is often a misdemeanor, punishable by fines and or imprisonment. Employment action. Unauthorized disclosure may lead to disciplinary action or termination from your job. I'm good. I'm good. Did you scratch my name off that list? Did Sarah? Sarah, did you scratch my name off that list? Okay. Good looking girl. Thank you. If you are a student or a professional in training, you should follow your school or workplace's specific privacy policy and consult a supervisor if you have questions about who needs to see the information. Okay. This just says, are you asking because you already have taken photos or shared details and are concerned about the legal fallout? Well, no. Okay. There you guys have it. I'm glad I could bring some clarity to the situation. And you're welcome. All right. All right. So I'm going to take this down. All right. Okay, you guys. Let me go ahead and play this for you guys. All right. Let's go. Somebody says, don't worry. I believe she'll be arrested at her boxing match, if not before. Remember, she has an active warrant too, y'all. So, you know, Junior's being a bead. Junior's being a bead. Hashtag save Junior. Thank you so much. Oh well, so many YouTubers share and know nothing after. They need to boycott her fight. Now that's something that they might need to do. No, the Rock, I think Rock Tards ate telling her it's child corn, not the police. That's why she's afraid now to show. Okay. We all know that baby is in danger. The hell with anyone that can't see that shit. Exactly. I mean, did we really need her? Did we really need this woman?
Other than people knew that I went to the same church. I visited the same church. Other than that, I never, ever, ever sit up there and disclose anything else. And for y'all to sit up there and accuse people that have the best interest of this little boy at heart, you wrong. I speak about the plight of Black women to encourage, because in our community, we have the worst unaliving, the worst femicide, the worst sexual abuse rates. We have the worst DV rates. More than the worst HIV infection cases. Even inside of marriages and relationships, those numbers quadruple. I'm not a victim. I didn't give my testimony because I want sympathy. I'm a survivor. And there's plenty of people that couldn't even go through half of what I went through and survive with their whole mind, body, and soul still intact. I'm going through this being a voice and advocating, even with being confined to a couch, hospital beds, medical beds, treatments, being a full-time mother, a single mother. My kids' stepdad, my son's biological father, was unalived within a week of each other. A few years, 2 years ago. They still going through a lot. I don't want my kids to be exposed to this. I don't want to bring another drama, another demonic forces and energy and negativity into my life, into my doorstep. My kids are healed and healing still. We have a whole lot to heal from. I have a whole lot I can gain clout from. Even with my illness, I still got the shape that I can do what everybody, I could get like Krishan and shake my behind, release inappropriate videos, exploit myself fighting. Who wants to do that? I don't want recognition for the wrong thing. I don't want to be a representation, an example, or an influence of the wrong thing. No, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We're not required to be perfect by God. We are required to seek perfection. The translation is spiritual maturity and awareness, spiritual enlightenment. I've been through, everybody keep talking about we don't like her. I had so much love for her. I was able to identify with Krishan Rock. I went through twice as much as she has. I don't use my past as an excuse or a crutch to go and be demonic and evil towards anybody. I don't use that as the reason to validate me attacking life inside of my womb that I'm responsible for, that I'm obligated to love and nurture and pour into, not pour Hennessy into, not abuse, not humiliate, not exploit my innocent babies. I have a special needs daughter. She had multiple blood transfusions. She was born on a laundromat for 4 months early. She was 1 pound, 0 ounces. People close to me know this. People close to me know that I survived a brutal sexual assault by my stepdaddy. People know that really know me, they know me. I come to be a light, to be a voice, to advocate. It ain't about her, it's about him. Somebody come forth and be brave and love and want to pour into somebody, and y'all want to attack them. Y'all wrong. And the people that are her fans, you subconsciously know that she's no good. Why do you got to continuously defend somebody that's standing for what's right? She's demonic. She manipulates you and exploits the Lord. You have trashy discernment.
Okay, so you guys just heard that video. Anyone tapping in, I will play the first portion of that video in case you missed it. What I want to point out is, and shout out to B Cherie, at least she reported and spoke out. That is all she can really do. That's it, guys. The most important thing is that she did the right thing. And people are like, well, why didn't she call the police? She did. She did call the police. Okay? That's who escorted her to the airport. And this is what she is saying. Was I there? No. Do I know for sure? No. Okay? That's what the receipts are going to be for. Not that we can take a gander at it and spread it all across the internet. Because honestly, and I'm not trying to backtrack on anything I said, I wasn't thinking about an inappropriate picture that I wouldn't be able to share. Let's just get that straight. Okay? I wasn't even thinking about that. But you remember in her initial, when she first came on, that's what she was talking about. Remember, she said that she took Junior, I think, into the bathroom. And one thing that I do want to clear up is that she was a concerned citizen that worked for or at her church or volunteered for or at her church. That church was supposed to be a sanctuary, a safe place. But we're hearing the opposite. Okay? Also, I want to also point out the fact that she didn't give Junior a bubble bath, y'all. Okay? She didn't go draw the water and throw in the bubbles and put him in a tub. She went to wash Junior up. Remember, in her description of Junior, she said Junior was filthy or Junior was dirty. She said that they were making up excuses. Oh, we just got off the flight. We just flew in. Krishan was going back and forth. Okay? They just got off the plane. He doesn't need to eat right now. He's already eaten. He may be a little groggy. He may be a little groggy. I'm just making these things up. But what I'm saying is they were making up excuses. And what I'm assuming is they went to the adult church and probably had him at the youth ministry, where they keep the children. Now, did she say that? Not for sure. I mean, I don't know. She didn't specifically say that, but you kind of draw that from what her story is. She took him in the bathroom to change him and to wash him up. Whether that was with a baby wipe, whether it was with a rag, with some soap, she didn't give him a bubble bath, y'all. Because people are like, why would she take him in the bathroom and bathe him? Like, she was washing him up. Y'all know what a whole bath is? I mean, I'm just trying to put y'all in the context. where you stand at the sink and you kind of, you know what I'm saying? Also, she was not his damn babysitter. All right. She let me know that she only had a few encounters with Junior. She didn't see him 12, 15, 18 times. She was not his babysitter. She only had a few encounters with Junior. Now she would see Krishan, and I don't know if it's her family members. I don't know who else was with Krishan, but she would see Krishan, but she wouldn't see Junior with Krishan. So she probably had more interactions or encounters, or even just seeing her being at the church. Remember, she said that they started trying to help her, and she said they, meaning, I'm thinking she's meaning the church, started to help Krishan when she was locked up, y'all. So she probably was interacting with seeing Junior. She only had a few encounters with Junior. I just want to get that straight. Like, yo, she didn't watch him for a month straight. She wasn't a babysitter. This would explain her urgency. Remember, she said she was invited to come out to the other church. She lives in Oklahoma. She don't live in Baltimore. And I'm just going by what she's saying, y'all. I have to reiterate, I don't know this woman. I don't know this woman. We need the receipts not to prove what we've already known about Junior. We already knew this. We not new to this. We true to this. We need the receipts. Well, I mean, it would help, right? But we need the receipts to validate her story and her truth. Is what we really need those receipts for. Because even if we do get those photos, even if we did get the photos, it's already been reported. What the fuck we gonna do? They already have a copy. Why? Because she did the right thing. So we know from looking at how the procedure goes, within 36 hours, there has to be immediately, you must make that phone call. ASAP. Did she let me go to the checklist. Did she say she did that? Yes, she did. Check. They said within 30, it has to be followed up with a written report within 36 hours. I'm pretty sure the police didn't lapse in their job. I'm pretty sure they took care of that, right? So not only is there a phone call and documented proof if she did what she said she did, there is a written report. With that written report, she had to submit the evidence. You can't just be like, you know what? Sally Stride over there on 90th and Corning Avenue, she's being abused. Yeah, get on over there. The police gonna be like, well, we're gonna go, but how do you know? Do you have proof? Did you take pictures, video? Like, do you have an audio? Come on, y'all. They're not just gonna go pick up Sally Stride unless I can show them something. Whether even if it's not tangible, maybe I didn't get a chance to take pictures. How do I know this person? How did you get to be able to interact with this? What's your relationship with the child and the something? So we need the receipts to validate and vet her as a source. Because if we don't, anybody can come up here and say that. I mean, I don't know where they would get the energy or want to pull this off because I'm tired. I ain't even doing it. I'm tired. I'd be damned if I pretended and did this shit every day. Because she didn't just start with us, y'all. She's been speaking out. She's been trying to get this out so that we can get Junior help. This is not her first rodeo, y'all. It takes a lot of energy to sit up there and be a straight up liar and make this shit up, or you cuckoo crazy. And you know we deal with mental health all the damn time. We talk about Christian ish, mental health ish, because we're not no doctors. We ain't diagnosing nobody. It is what it is. That's just how it goes. If I came up here and said something, y'all would be like, well, what's the receipt? How do we believe you? We need something. Girl, you going to audio, girl, a picture, girl, a toenail clipping, a girl, a screenshot, a license plate. Bitch, you going to show us something, right? Everybody has to be held to that same standard. And so we wait. But it's up to you whether you believe her or not. You know, nobody's going to lose any sleep. We're not asking you to sacrifice your firstborn. And don't crucify me. We're all in this together. Okay? Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Sheesh. It's a tough bunch out here, ain't it? Good Lord. Off with his head. You would think I was Queen Antoinette up in this bee. No. Stop. Wait. Hold up. Don't shoot the messenger. The book. Somebody said Bonet Valencia was in the chat tonight and someone ran her off. Oh, dang. I didn't even know that. Got a man up. Can't be scared. Don't go part way. All or nothing. I believe her wholeheartedly. I actually thought it might have been a pics of Krishan putting hands on Junior. Also, if she took pictures and or videos of the child and post them without permission, I would assume that's not legal. And you would assume right, girl. You would assume absolutely freaking correct. And then you posted somebody's child without the permission. Right? You remember how scared Carlissa was? And she played around and pranced around with the DNA that they were going to get. Remember? She came to her senses real quick because somebody showed her, hey, Carlissa, excuse me. It wasn't Jesus, y'all. But somebody tapped her on the shoulder. Carlissa, excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss. What's your name? Yeah. Somebody tapped her on the shoulder or she woke up and smelled the coffee. And she switched that story up like a motherfucker. She even came out and said, I can't do it without what? Without the parents' permission. That is the reason why, whatever, even if they did do the DNA, they wasn't telling us. You remember, she came out and played around with it on her live, but she never showed us shit. And if Carlissa would have did that and it would have been legit, she damn sure would have shoved that in our face and up our ass. She would have tore us a new asshole to show us. She would have broke her neck to show us that DNA test. If you know Carlissa, the public Carlissa, like I know the online Carlissa, she would have broke her motherfucking left toe, baby toe, to come and shove that DNA in our faces. and to save her baby, who's also perfect. And I'm being facetious, but I'm telling the truth. Yeah, that stopped her right in her tracks. Somebody slapped her ass upside the head with a truth stick. Clarity again. Thank you. Right. hmm Sandy, some people want to immediately jump to the worst possible motives. Yeah. I mean, the worst thing that can happen, y'all, is she not telling the truth. She making us all up. I would feel sorry for her. Because, girl, you wasted your time and energy. Girl, it's too much. Girl, it's too much. But, like I said, I believe her. And it is what it is. I believe her. This is what we've thought all along. I mean, one monkey don't stop no show. It don't start no band either, right? You need other people to start that band. So either way, if we wrong, if she turns out that she ain't right and we wrong, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Who gonna check me, boo? See, that's one thing about I don't mind being wrong. Now, if I just stuck my chest out and just put on a cape and was just caping for her and just turned into Captain Saberhole, I could understand that. But I have not done that. I've been as fair and impartial and as honest with y'all as I can be. What y'all want? A pint of blood? I'm not afraid to be wrong. Who cares? I know what I'm not wrong about. Junior needs intervention. He needs medical assistance. He can't walk. He can't talk. He can't eat. He can't crawl. Some people say he can't see. We don't see him play. We ain't seen him with no jello, no pudding, no pudding pop, no ice cream, not a goldfish, not a graham cracker, not a block, not a toy, not a car, not a fucking rattle. What do you want from us? He ain't even sucked on that nasty ass crusted golden freaking pacifier that she bought for her. She didn't buy that for Junior, and thank God. Can you imagine the germs that thing carries? And then she always be having it in her mouth, but she want to put people's feet in her mouth and people's other parts in her mouth. And the way these women come out and come out on Mad Day and tell it all, his dick, his dick is trash. He likes his ass ate and he's gay. You putting that same mouth on your damn child? That's all they say. Now you like his ass ate, but bitch, you was the one eating the ass. Like you're telling on your what? Oh yeah, he's gay. Okay, so you were with someone who was gay and you were licking ass and like make it make sense. You're telling on yourself. You dumb bozo. You bozo hoe. You bum. You sawed off bastard. You're telling on yourself. Miss Missy. You feel me? Women always want to come out and say them three things. Dick is trash. He likes his ass ate. He's gay. Bitch, you're dumb. You're dumb as fuck. You're nasty. You're trifling. Good Lord. Have a little more respect for yourself, ma'am. And put some clothes on. Right? Like, what? All right, you guys, let me see what you guys are saying. I'm going to play this one more time for you guys who didn't catch the beginning, and we're out of here. That's all I got. That's all I got. But I wanted to bring this to you guys so you guys knew. Nothing helps Junior, not even the police, seeing the picture proof they're probably the same police that sent the woman back to Diddy. Don't worry about it, because I'm gonna bring them stories up, because y'all act like y'all don't even like you don't even know that court case went on. The atrocious and demonic things that Diddy was doing to them people. I'm gonna show you his hotel room. I'm gonna show you all the pills and potions. I'm gonna show you a picture of all them damn thousands of baby oil bottles that were drugged with GHB and ketamine in them. I'm going to recount when they was describing the freak offs. I'm going to bring up when the hotel staff had to go in there and clean up after the freak offs and everything that they would see. Are y'all cool? Are y'all cool? I can't wait to bring them all that evidence from the Diddy trial right here. I ain't touching the e-files. Fuck that. I don't want to see no more. That's why I don't even be on Twitter. I ain't going on Twitter because they got it all up and no. I don't want to. And you just be scrolling and then you'll stop. You'll be like, what the fuck? Because you're trying to figure out what's going. They don't even warn you or nothing. Now with the corn, the adult corn, they will warn you. It'll say adult. It'll warn you first. Like before you open it, it'll have like a warning label on it. And then if you push it, girl, you can watch free corn all day and all night. Okay. But for the e-files, they don't even warn you. And by the time you look at you like, what the fuck? By the time you focus and see what the fuck it is, you don't watch half the damn thing. You just like, oh my God, like what the fuck? Take your ass right on over to Twitter. Right now. Go. Shoot. I won't be sharing that, of course not. But I'm gonna bring that Diddy shit right on over here and I'm gonna put it right in y'all motherfucking lap. I'm gonna drop it like psh. See if that'll wake you up a little bit. All right. Somebody says we clearly see if this was in any of us being our kids live on social media, we would have been locked up and CPS would have gotten involved before the baby was even born. Money is why CPS does nothing. Yeah, in some cases, but sometimes they just let people fall between the cracks. Okay, sometimes it's just easy as snatching the kids that shouldn't be snatched and not snatching the ones that need to be snatched. Okay. Just FYI, I used to have an all women's panel. It was called SOS, Saving Our Sisters. I was the host and I had co-hosts. So we would have people on our panel, and one of the people that came on the panel, her name was Bokum. Her name, I can't think of her first name right now, but she had her child taken away from her by CPS, okay, for no reason. She couldn't figure out for the life of her. She was a student living on campus, if I'm not mistaken, Brianna Bokum. You guys can look her up. As a matter of fact, you can go to my page. Oh no, is it on my page? Oh no. I'll share for you guys because I don't do it anymore. It was years ago, but her name is Brianna Bokum. You guys can look her up. I think it's Baucom. She's on internet right now. And they took her child from her. She was a student living on campus in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. And they came, it was on the news. It was on the news. They came and she was in the shower. They made her get out of the shower. Something about, I don't know if the towel dropped or she was naked or something like that. But there was an incident that occurred. It made it to the news. All right. They took her child. And that was, now I had that panel in 2022, and they had taken her child maybe 2 years prior to that. So we're talking about 6 years later. She's still fighting every day. And they still have not given her back. As a matter of fact, let me look this up. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to look this up. Then we'll come back to that. I've already played that 2 times. I'm going to play it one more time for you guys. But hold on, because I think this is important. It don't take much. You ain't got to be rich. Okay. Let me see. Brianna, BAU. Let me see. Justice for Journey Bokum. And she dedicates her life to getting her daughter back. Let's see what she's been up to. I'm going to reach out to her too as well. But let's go ahead and see. She's dedicated her life and her platform to getting her child back, and she still doesn't have her child. Don't tell me. Hold on. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I think this is important. The system will fail you. Nobody should be surprised. Close your mouth. You got your mouth gaped? No, girl. Let me show you. Come over here. Let me show you how the system can fail your ass. All right. All right. So let me go ahead and bring this up. And then I will play this one more time for you guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring this up so you guys can see. This is on Instagram for everybody to go see. I encourage you guys to do your own research. You can go all the way down her timeline and find out anything that you want. Let me see. Hold on. All right. So this is her. You guys see Justice for Journey Bokum. Okay. Wrongful. Let me blow this up. Let me blow this up. Okay. Nonprofit organization. Wrongful CPS removal and secret adoption of Journey Bokum in Arlington, Texas. All right. She has all of her links. This is not a game. She is followed by Chastity. You know who this is? Chastity still standing? That is Krishan's sister, Chastity. Okay. I mean, I'm just pointing that out. It doesn't add or take away from the story, but I'm just saying, okay? This is Journey, the little girl, and this is Brianna. She adopted her, okay? Here she goes. Let's just go to this first pinned one, all right? As you guys can see. Hold on. I can stop it. Wait a minute, hold on. This is me. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. At 5 years old in 2021, the very last photo ever taken with my mommy. I won't show you how she showed up for a visit and her teeth were knocked out. I'm not going to show you that. Yeah, CPS makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. They save every children. They always do the right thing. Always. Let's keep going. Let me pull it down a little bit. This was 34 weeks ago that she posted this. I was at my school when CPS took me and questioned me without my mommy. I stayed strong because I knew my mommy was going to bring me home. It was one of her visits with her daughter. From 2019 to 2021, mommy visited me every chance she could. Um, Oh my God, I can't handle this. I never went home. Okay. I never went home. I have a new family now, but I still remember my real family. Where did they go? I know they love me, but why can't I see them? It's been a very long time. I didn't get to say goodbye to those that I love. I still belong with mommy and dad, mommy and family. Say my name. Journey Brielle Bokum. Share my story. This wasn't fair. I think I got my point across, right? All right, y'all. Somebody says in the comments, I worked in foster care for 4 years. Termination of parental rights is not taken lightly. You have to really F up for years to have your rights terminated. There's got to be more to the story. Somebody else says, why was CPS called? Somebody else says, they wanted your baby for revenue. They tried me like that, and I fought them for 8 years. Never give up. I even went back to school and studied law. I got my children back. Both sides of the coin. It just depends on which one you're on. It's a crapshoot, guys. I think this just drives it home. Okay. Yeah. So make sure you guys check out her page. She's dedicated her whole life to getting this child back. You think she really did something? You think she really did something and she's dedicating her whole life to this child and getting this child back? Texas CPS stole my daughter. Either she's telling the truth or she's crazy as a shithouse rat. I believe she's telling the truth. I want to send out encouragement and positive vibes to Brianna Bokum in her quest in getting her daughter Journey back. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right. Dedicated her whole life to getting her child back, but she messed up. All right, you guys. So just wanted to share that with you guys. All right. All right. So let me go ahead and play this video. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, guys. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, y'all. And let me see. Hold on. The reason why I did this video is to kind of get the information out there and answer some of the questions, because people want answers. People are waiting, okay, for the receipts. Now, she's the one who came on the platform and said that she was going to give us receipts, right? And I believe her intentions were pure. But with what we've learned, and don't worry, it's not over, okay? Read between the lines, guys. Read between the lines, all right? All right, let's get into, which one did she just do? Hold on. I think it's this one. Hold on.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sandiva. And yesterday I did a compilation of stories about this woman right here. Her name is Valencia. And Miss Valencia decided that it was cool to get on the internet to tell her story and cry and get sympathy from the internet to believe everything that she says. And then this is the kicker. Miss Valencia promised the people receipts. And we ain't got not near one. So, Miss Ma'am, you decided to hop on somebody else's platform and pour your heart out. We all ain't a dry in the girl. We all like, oh my God, this is horrible. This is horrible. And you ain't released not near receipt, Miss Valencia. And I ain't mad at you. You have, this is your story. You have the right to do whatever you want to with your story. But see, the problem came in when you started adding in the content creators. See, that's where your problem came in at. If you wasn't going to relinquish no evidence, then you should have sat down in the background and kept your mouth closed. Or you should have been like, this was my encounter. I wasn't able to get pictures, XYZ. LMNOP, but you didn't do that. You got on here and cried crocodile mother effing tears. Everybody feeling sorry for you. Everybody covering you. Everybody like, okay, what's up, what's up, what's up? And the kicker is, you knew that we was going to believe your ass. You knew we was going to believe you. And the only reason why you knew we was going to believe you is because these are the things that was already being said through the internet. We already knew Junior had a little rash, which is understandable because he don't walk around, he don't move. But then you, times 10, you put the decomposition on my little man. Like, people like you, if your credibility, ma'am, is shot. Your credibility, ma'am, is shot. You don't get on here and say, oh, I'm going to send y'all proof. I'm going to send y'all proof, and don't send no proof and think people is still going to believe what the fuck you talking about. And I'm going to say all of that and say, it could be some truth in what you're saying because we already know Junior's going through it. But you don't get on the internet and lie to the people. You lied when you said you were going to give us the proof, and you ain't produced none now. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sandiva. And yesterday I did a compilation
Now, the point I was trying to make with that is what she says is what a lot of people are thinking. Okay? Period. She's not alone. This is what a lot of people are saying, and it makes sense. Okay? It makes sense. A lot of us were on pins and needles waiting for the drop. But now there is a wrench in that program. But like I said, it's not over. And at the end of the day, that's what has to be done. In order to validate her and make her official. Right? And that's fair. It's absolutely fair. Now, everybody may not know what is going on, what she's going through, and what's happening, and what I'm showing in this video, but they soon will. But that is what a lot of people are feeling and are thinking and are saying. Okay? And we know that. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm going to play this one more time for you guys because some of you guys missed it. And I'm only sharing this because this is a public platform. This was sent to me. Okay? And this is this was already public. So this is not nothing that, I'm sending you that, I'm leaking or anything. No. This is public. But it explains a lot. But like I said, there will be no mic drop. It's not official. We are a platform of receipts, right? The social media, period. The social media streets is a street of receipts. We were given this world. We didn't make it. These are the rules. Right? But like I said, I believe her. And we will soon see. All right? Let's go ahead and listen to this, guys. All right? Let me see. Some girl slapped her dog on live. Somebody said some girl slapped her dog on live and they came out. I know. Them people don't play. Look, I tell you, look, I was like, I had to go in Ralph's and I had to leave my dog, but I was in a herb, I was in the hood. Okay. Nobody touched that dog. That dog, it was cool. It wasn't like a hot day or anything like that. But I went inside the store like I normally do with my dog, when I take her. And this time security was like, oh, that dog can't be in here. Like he was like, the dog can't be in here. Or no, he said the dog has to be on a leash. I didn't have her leash, but I had her in the basket. He was like, that's unsanitary. She can't be in the basket. I understand. I already know. I just get away with it. And so I had to take my dog to the car. She was in there maybe 20 minutes or whatever. I come back, she there. Now, if I had been in an affluent neighborhood, okay, if I had been in the affluent neighborhood, all right, them damn white people, I would have came out, that window would have been busted, okay? My dog would have been gone, and there would have been a note talk about contact PETA to retrieve your dog. They would have came with a quickness. And I say that in jest, but I'm trying to prove a point. They don't play about them damn dogs. They do not play about animals. Right? Leave a duck, go to a rich ass neighborhood or an affluent neighborhood and leave your damn duck in the back seat. When you come back, that damn duck is gonna be gone, rescued by PETA, and they're gonna leave a note and say contact PETA to get your duck back. They came with a quickness and snatched that dog, arrested her, took it, just snatch. So I feel you, Navy Beans. Shout out to you. I believe her. She was on point with her own Emma Epps statements, bust down, breakdown. LOL. We been knowing all this ish, but someone finally spoke up and now is getting threatened. Junior is doomed. Thank you. I'm done. I couldn't have said it better myself. That this right here that Quite said, that's my whole life in a nutshell. That's it. That's it. I remember that case. Oh, you do? Okay, Vicky. You think the Diddy case, you would think people would appreciate people speaking up more. Instead, they get bashed and trolled. Yeah. We got to look at this deeper, y'all. Is it that hard to believe that somebody who does right is getting all this backlash and all that? I mean, is it that hard to believe? And often, what do? They want us to think that that person is crazy because that's the go-to. I just went to it. I'm like, if she ain't telling the truth, you crazy. And you deserve an Oscar and an Emmy. Okay? Period. Girl, you missing your calling. If this woman right here is lying, she missing her calling. Because, girl, you better go get your SAG card and start auditioning. If you lying, you missing your calling. Okay? I want you to immediately go and audition for something. I don't think she's lying, y'all. I really don't. But there's more to come, y'all. Trust me. Okay? Trust me. Well, now, if you scroll up, even after the live, you need to read what she was saying. She was giving an update, but she said she gives up. Where? Uh-oh, clock. Clock it. Where? You said scroll up? Hold on, y'all. I don't see it. What's her? Is this her? Oh no. Love is all. That's good to hear that they were professional and that others were called. Okay. Cause Wido in the building. What's up? About to hit the replay so I can catch up. What's up? What's up? How much further? Hold on, y'all. Oh no. I know her name. Hold on. I don't see anything, y'all. Let me go ahead and play this one more time for you guys. All right, for anybody who's just now coming in, I'm gonna go ahead and play this. But you said she was in the chat. You said scroll up. She was in the chat. Is that what that said, or am I tripping? Because I don't see it. I don't see it, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this video. I'll still look, but I don't see it. But I'll keep going, okay? I'll keep looking, but you guys go ahead and listen to this video, okay? Because she explains and she speaks on this video earlier tonight.
So I am the lady that spoke out about the Krishan Rock situation. I have been, so I get treatments and everything. I've been in and out the hospital since then. I have been threatened. I have been attacked. I have been demonized. I have been just, it has been very, very hard. Spoke out about the Krishan Rock situation. I have been, so I get treatments and everything. I've been in and out the hospital since then. I have been threatened. I have been attacked. I have been demonized. I have been just, it has been very, very hard for me to deal with all of this stuff. I have been told that I would have charges pressed against me for sharing any further of the documentation and images and stuff, things that I have, because they said that that was relative to child porn. I have had officers reach out to me and everything else, and it's not in reference to Save Junior. I've had my documentation proven, my story corroborated, and everything else. And I'm still being attacked, being scrutinized. It's people close to me that I haven't even, shared a lot of things with. They knew, if they knew, and they was very, very close, and they knew directly. Other than that, we didn't talk. I didn't go around just telling people and everything, because again, I did not want this to be something to gain clout from. Um, I wanted to use a platform to be a voice for a nonverbal, special needs, beautiful child. And I've been attacked and demonized for something that I keep on looking to the side, because I'm waiting on my nurse to come in from my home. It doesn't matter. I'm dealing with some things, and I just keep looking because I'm waiting to see when she's going to come in. I have been ridiculed. I've had rock tarts sit up and I mean, just all kind of things. Why would y'all want to sit up and call the police on me and say that I'm releasing footage that violates the consent of a child and all of this stuff? I would never want to do that. I was only saying something because I wanted to be a voice, because nothing else was being done. I use my platform to tell my testimony. I do commentary. I could have been gained clout if that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get clout for the right reasons. I wanted to get clout from my own discretion and for my own testimony. I wanted to.
Nichols, thank you so much for commenting. I'm going to need for you to get your read between the lines skills and use them. Okay? That's what I ask you guys. Please use your read between the lines skills. Okay? I never said I didn't want the info. I don't want the info that she cannot legally send me. Okay? We're working on it. All right? Thank you.
To be uplifted for my own things. I have something to say. I have a purpose for being here. I can help, my voice can help a lot of children, advocate for a lot of troubled teens, battered women, and children who are being abused. It is not my interest to gain clout from the demise of a child being attacked inside of his mother's womb. I do not want to get clout from a child being stuck and trapped inside himself, and we are his only voice. Who wants to gain traction and clout from a child who has been abused? What sick people? And the reason why y'all sit up there and do that is because that's something that y'all would do. You accuse people of what you would do if you were in that situation.
What can a YouTuber do? She needs to go to the law. Well, she already went to the law. And what can a YouTuber do? Exactly what we're doing now. Spreading awareness. Making noise. Exactly what she was doing before 3 days ago, and she came to my platform. She didn't just start 3 days ago when she came to my platform. She's been speaking out. She's been trying to get this out because awareness and making noise is what is going to help Junior get the intervention that he needs. If we're all walking around whispering and we keep everything in our back pocket, guess what? It won't get out to the masses. It may not reach the right people. Right? And you may say, well, she's already reached out to the authorities. What can be done? Spreading the truth. Right? That's about it. That's all we can do. And support her. Support her. Because there's more than just this going on. Okay? She's fighting a medical battle. She also has family. Now, I can't explain her actions. I'm not her. But I can support her and try to clarify what I see and what I know, but I can't speak for her and really tell you. I feel like ultimately she wants to get Junior help. And I could just imagine if I'm just hearing this and I'm really assuming when I say, look, I think Krishan is doing something, I'm just assuming. I don't know for sure because I'm not there. But I could just imagine if I really saw it in real life. Yeah.
Why does everybody think that they want to gain clout off of this girl? And this girl has been gaining clout off of being detrimental, off of being demonic, off of being violent, off of being chaotic, off of attacking her child inside of her womb. This girl has gained clout from bullying other people that worship God. When she humiliated Woe Vicky, excuse me, when she humiliated Woe Vicky, my blood pressure has been 220 over 115. Y'all keep on saying, why am I telling the internet? Why I didn't do this? I did do something. I have called CPS. The police was contacted. Did y'all watch it or y'all just watch the clip? I barely got a voice. I've been traumatized. I've been crying. I've been defending myself all over social media as to why I've ever said anything. And I never ever exposed anything that I have. When I was sitting up there doing commentary on the things that I was saying, I never exposed why I was so passionate about it. Other than people knew that I went to the same church. I visited the same church. Other than that, I never, ever, ever sit up there and disclose anything else. And for y'all to sit up there and accuse people that have the best interest of this little boy at heart, you wrong. I speak about the plight of Black women to encourage, because in our community, We have the worst unaliving, the worst femicide, the worst sexual abuse rates. We have the worst DV rates. More than the worst HIV infection cases. Even inside of marriages and relationships, those numbers quadruple. I'm not a victim. I didn't give my testimony because I want sympathy. I'm a survivor. And there's plenty of people that couldn't even go through half of what I went through and survive with their whole mind, body, and soul still intact. I'm going through this being a voice and advocating, even with being confined to a couch, hospital beds, medical beds, treatments, being a full-time mother, a single mother. My kids' stepdad, my son's biological father, was unalived within a week of each other. 2 years ago. They still going through a lot. I don't want my kids to be exposed to this. I don't want to bring another drama, another demonic forces and energy and negativity into my life, into my doorstep. My kids are healed and healing still. We have a whole lot to heal from. I have a whole lot I can gain clout from. Even with my illness, I still got the shape that I can do what everybody, I could get like Krishan and shake my behind, release inappropriate videos, exploit myself fighting. Who wants to do that? I don't want recognition for the wrong thing. I don't want to be a representation, an example, or an influence of the wrong thing. No, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We're not required to be perfect by God. We are required to seek perfection. The translation is spiritual maturity and awareness, spiritual enlightenment. I've been through, everybody keep talking about we don't like her, we don't like her. I had so much love for her. I was able to identify with Krishan Rock. I went through twice as much as she has. I don't use my past as an excuse or a crutch to go and be demonic and evil towards anybody. I don't use that as the reason to validate me attacking life inside of my womb that I'm responsible for, that I'm obligated to love and nurture and pour into, not pour Hennessy into, not abuse, not humiliate, not exploit my innocent babies. I have a special needs daughter. She had multiple blood transfusions. She was born on a laundromat for 4 months early. She was 1 pound, 0 ounces. People close to me know this. People close to me know that I survived a brutal sexual assault by my stepdaddy. People know that really know me, they know me. I come to be a light, to be a voice, to advocate. It ain't about her. It's about him. Somebody come forth to be brave and love and want to pour into somebody. And y'all want to attack them? Y'all wrong.
Okay, you guys, that is the end of that clip. I want to pour into this woman and pray for her, okay? Send her positive vibes and really my heart goes out to her. I commend her for her bravery and being righteous and standing for truth and advocating for Junior and for taking those steps. And that's what we would say in any case. Well, you seen it. Why you didn't call the police? She did. Well, if you saw it and you got proof, why you didn't call CPS? She did. What more, do we want from her? Well, we need receipts. We will. Okay. Now, even though I can't share our personal chat, I will say that this is what bravery is all about. This is what standing up for the right thing is all about. Like I said, I'm going to need you to use your read between the lines skills and work with me on this one. Although I can't go into details of the scary truth, what I can do and what I did was share this 10-minute video with you that was sent to me. And in this video, it pretty much explained the situation and what's coming now. Now, what I can say is this is far from over, and God willing, I will be able to show and tell. Remember, those read between the lines skills I talked about earlier, you can use those now. Okay? Now, I can't stand 10 toes down on any specifics because if I told you any different, I'd be lying. But the crimes against children is nothing to play with. And so I got to stick to the rules like a fucking ref. And we shouldn't want it any other way, right? We want to be able to dot our I's and cross our T's in order to get Junior the help that he needs. All right? We have to get Junior the help that he needs. Because if we leave it up to these buffoons, he's doomed. Absolutely doomed.
Do it one more time.
He fighting asleep.
You ain't pop up yet, though, bro. You probably got to put it on everyone.
You always say he fighting asleep. What else you got?
He fighting asleep.
You ain't pop up yet, though, bro. You probably got to put it on everyone.
Right.
There you go, bro.
That was just that one or all three of them?
It's just that one. I got to send the other two.
Yeah. Yep, got it. Let me get the other two. My shit, I feel like him. I've been on the road, I can't wait for you on the Tim's. Been caught on the floor last night, I think I lost an M. I be on the hoes, that's just my friend, I'm not no pimp. That's just my heart. I know Sim, she had 24 hours, 24. I'm tryna get these racks up. I wanna end up master. Niggas go broke and crash, huh? Dubai bitch call me Habibi. I been out of Lamborghinis, I been on my shit, I feel like him. I been on the road, I can't wait for you on the Tim's. Been caught on the floor last night, I think I lost an M. I been on the hoes, that's just my friend, I'm not no pimp. no steps, yeah, 24 hours, 24 hours. Trying to get fit.
All right, you guys, I want to thank you guys for joining me for this live. I will be back with another live tomorrow. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications so that you do not miss any of my live videos. Please show love to the edited videos that I do or the shorts that I do. Um, Again, I want to thank Valencia for coming on my platform, for speaking her truth, and for doing the right thing. Um, and she's going to be all right. I pray for your safety. I pray for your sanity. I pray for your health. I pray for your family. And you are going to be all right. You are going to get through this. You are one of God's children, and He's going to give you the strength. He's going to equip you with the strength and strengthen your faith. Okay? So I just want to give a special shout out to Valencia and let her know that I'm here for her. And I will be in touch. Thank you guys for being in the chat. I'm going to give a quick shout out to everybody that was in the chat. I really, really appreciate you guys for tapping in, giving your POV, and hyping me up, supporting this platform, and most importantly, hashtag Save Junior. Okay? And we've been saying that since the beginning. It didn't just start 3 days ago. It damn near started 3 years ago. All right. Let me see. Let me give a shout out to the people in my chat, my day one. Shout out to my members. Shout out to my mods. I really, really appreciate you guys. And let me see, y'all. Hold on. Let me give a shout out. And you know, us living in a microwave society, sometimes we want things instantly. We want things fast. We want things quick. But sometimes the truth doesn't pour, it leaks slowly. Whether you like it or not, that may be how this unfolds. But at the end of the day, like I say, this is not about clout, it's not about drama. The goal is truth. And more importantly, making sure Junior gets the help and intervention that he needs as soon as possible. That's bigger than views, it's bigger than this platform, it's bigger than viral moments. And I want to be clear again, I'm not in control of how fast this comes out. I'm not in control of anything. Okay. She's not being forced. I'm not forcing anything. And we move how truth allows us to move. So, like I said, if you want to jump off, you don't want to ride this ride, no hard feelings. Okay. But the ones that are here for truth, not just entertainment, thank you. Right. I'm committed to bringing you guys the tea, exactly how it comes. Not fabricated, not fake, not manipulated. Drop your thoughts in the chat. Thank you guys for coming out. Now, I wanted to ask, do you think receipts should come immediately or should people protect themselves first? Right? Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn your notifications so you guys don't miss the next update, because when the next piece drops, you already know we're going to be talking about it here first. And remember, truth doesn't always arrive loud. Sometimes it whispers before it roars, okay? Let me give a shout out to everybody that was in my chat. Queen Tay, thank you so much. Shantae, Miss Cheryl, Jezebel, let me see who else. Allie, Connie, Miss Cheryl, thank you so much. Jennifer Schwab, thank you, Queen Tay. I appreciate you. Great show, Bonet. Jazabel, GG77, Allie. Let's see. I'm just giving shouts out, you guys. I'm not really paying attention to your comment. Gina, thank you so much for the love. Who else is here? Let's see. Let me see, y'all. Let me go up a little bit. Of course, Valencia, thank you so much for speaking your truth and joining this live as well. Natty Red, just want to let you guys know I did let her know that I was coming live, okay, and what I was showing. So it was no surprise, guys. All right, come on now, gotta be respectful. Vicky GG77, Cuz Wido, Black Orchid, welcome. Hey girl, Queen Tay. Let me see, Sasha. Sasha, where happened to it? Oh, there it go. Sasha Paget. What's up, Sasha? Thank you so much. Natty Red, Jesse from the NAP. It's always a pleasure. Trini, thank you. Miss Pricey. If I missed you, I apologize. Okay. Let me see. Let me get a few more. All right, you guys. Oh, Navy Beans. Welcome. Nicole. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys. I am out of here. I will see you guys on the next live. If I missed you, I will catch you next time. All right. Make your way back. Let me see. I'm just making sure, trying to get everybody. Okay, you guys. Black Gypsy. Thank you. And of course, Valencia. She's probably way up there, but of course, Valencia, you guys. Okay. Shout out to Jesse. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I will see you guys on the next live video. All right. Until next time, America. On the day of church.
Motivational Sunday. Motivational money.
I don't know, but these women were not feeling Krishan the day of church.
Motivational Sunday. Motivational money.